So hello everyone. In this short video I'm presenting my summer of HPC project. So as the title says, it's about automated extraction of metadata from climate simulations. We are trying to help share and discover and use the climate data generated by simulations. So my project mentors are Eleni Katrago from Aristotle University of Thessaloniki and Yanis Liabotis from GRNet. We spent in the beginning of our project, we spent a week in GRNet. They are responsible for giving access to Aris supercomputer here in Greece and other technical stuff also. So just a quick overview about the data that we are dealing with. A kind of data is called NetCDF. It's a very common data format in scientific data, not just climate. So it's a multidimensional abstraction of data, multidimensional variables where a variable can be associated with more than one dimension, and it can have also auxiliary attributes like here. So for example, here temperature can be associated with latitude and longitude, and it can have some attributes like long name, units, and so on. So the problem that we are dealing with is that we have some contributor running a simulation experiment that generates a large number of NetCDF files, and the contributor wants to share this data with other external researcher who can easily find and find a particular file that can do some task, for example, a visualization task, something like this, to which file is the right file to use. So we are dealing with data stored on data repository called DSpace. So the key idea is that we describing NetCDF files with metadata. And the second key idea is that we are trying to extend the DSpace search and query capabilities. So objective that just more specific. We are trying to define relevant metadata structure to be extracted from the NetCDF files, and then we extract this metadata, store and index metadata, and then supporting the search and the query functionalities. The data sources that, as I mentioned, is from DSpace, and here these are the data sets that are uploaded by Eleni Katrago. There are 47 data sets, and every data set can contain many NetCDF files. So we use Python. Python has a package for dealing with NetCDF files called NetCDF4. So it facilitates a lot of the handling of reading the files and so on, along with Dublin Core, which is a standard XML-based schema for describing the metadata. And the code is here on my GitHub repository. The output, we extracted about 40,000 metadata fields, which were stored in 940 Dublin Core based XML files. Every file represents one NetCDF file. This is one output example. So here, this is some NetCDF files. Here the contributor, the publisher, and so on, date, and some info about the dimensions and the variables. This is just one example from one file. So further directions, perhaps we can do some semantic encoding on the metadata, which can enable linking metadata to external datasets like DBpedia, for example. So just in the end, I would like to thank you very much, Yanis and Eleni. Dimitri is also from GRNet. He helped us a lot on the technical issues with working with Aris. And Eddie, my colleague here. In the end, thank you very much all, and I hope you had a great summer. And thanks.